What's up, everybody? Give me a second here. I gotta check some phone things. I just got back from the park. We are good to go for Lord of the Rings online tonight, so I'll be playing that this evening with my brother and his kids. My brother, my sister-in-law, and their kids. Those episodes will be getting published as part of our family Lotro nights. So I've been doing those, like we play on Sunday nights, and then if I have time and I'm not too tired, I've been airing them on Sunday nights as well. Like if we play like an hour, I do like the 30-minute episode on Sunday night and the other 30-minute episode for first thing Monday morning. So stay tuned for that. That's right. I see stream. I push like button. I will permit stream to pass over me and through me. When it has gone past, I will turn to the inner eye to see its paths. Ah. All right, I think we're done catching up on all the things that I need to catch up on with my phone while I went to the park. Let's see what our list of thing. Deeks, I'm glad I didn't have any coffee in my mouth. I'm glad I did not have any coffee in my mouth for that comment. Oh shit, man. I saw that. I literally grabbed my notebook and looked over at the chat and saw that. I'm so glad I didn't have. Oh no, I would have spewed all over the laptop, the desk. Deke says, Dune stream. Time to get my worm out. Oh no. Oh Jesus. I have a list of things I need to do today because it is maintenance mode today. Base maintenance day. Oh my God. Ah, uh, goodness gracious. I need a bunch of fuel cells. We're gonna need flour sand. and I need stuff. So I'm gonna take the buggy out really quick, and we're gonna go see if there's any fuel cells close nearby. Hang on. Got a message from my brother. Oh, my brother said he got a Minecraft installed on his new laptop, so he's asking if we could maybe find time to finish up the D&D Minecraft campaign that he and I were working on with his son last year before they moved. So we might be doing some Minecraft D&D soon. Alright, I'm going to make a quick run through here and see if there's any fuel cells. If there's not, I'm going to go back to the main base and grab a bunch. Because one of the things I have to do today is I have to get this secondary base refueled. Let's see here. And then I gotta go get a bunch of flour sand so that we can get silicone made, because I need lube for the other base. Again, for power cells. Today is a refuel the stations stream, is what this is. So, because Dune Awakening is a maintenance heavy game. Oh, there's some fuel cells right up there. We have to actively... Oh, no, there's not fuel cells. There's a lot of active maintenance in this game that a lot of other games don't have. So we're going to still be hopping in every couple of weeks to do a stream, even though I'm not streaming this game regularly every day right now. We're still going to be hopping in from time to time. Dude, I don't see a single fuel cell out over here. Alright. Means I'll need to fly back to the base and grab some cells from the main base. And then we're gonna go look for flour sand. There's some right there, but that's a little too far out into the desert. Wait, that is not a fuel cell, that is metal. What are those things right there? I don't recognize those. Those might be building, like, pillar structures or something. Oh, you know what? I bet that person hasn't... Yeah, their shields are down, so I bet the base is slowly getting deteriorated by the sands. So there's bits and pieces missing. Ranger says, good morning, watching your game reviews for quite some time now. Glad to have caught a stream. Welcome aboard. I'm going to have to figure out what's happening there, because that... It's not the first time I've seen that happen. Single fuel cell to be found. Suppose I can check in the other direction. Yeah, I don't see any out here either. I'm betting I'm going to have to find them up near the other base. But we are going to have to do some serious fuel cell hunting, because I am starting to... I'm like halfway through my supply, so... Alright, let's park the buggy. Off we go. Probably grab the assault thopter because I need flower sand as well. I've got a big old fuel cell waiting to go. Got my compactor ready to go. See how the water production is really quick. Oh, we're good. Ah. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hold up, wait a minute. Let's go into the assault thopter. And let's put like... Honestly, I don't know how many we're gonna need. Ugh. There we go. Okay, first things first. Long, slow flight and an assault thopter to the other side. I don't know that I've ever tried to land this one over here at the other base. Surely I made the landing big enough, but find out. Yeah, that's plenty big. It's like a glove. All right. So, pick a storage chest, any storage chest. Salt thopter. Boom, 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 boom. Pick another storage chest. Okay, now let's see. It should give me a full 2 weeks. 3 weeks, sorry. And then I need to set my timer for the taxes too, which I haven't done. Yep, 20 days, 20 times. All right, we need to go to my Google Calendar really quick and set a calendar reminder. Because I'll need to come back and do this again in about 3 weeks. So I need 20 days. Today is what, the 3rd? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 23rd of August. Dune base batteries. Just put it that way. That is a task. Save. Shields on second base. Mark as completed. I have another for the 10th to loot the main base, but we've already done the main base, so I should be okay with that. Alright, now we need to go get flower sand. And let me repark my buggy, because somehow my buggy does not look like it was parked very well. Alright, how much do we still have in storage? 218. That's it. So that used like 2,000 fuel cells. Something like that. What's up, Hobo Star? Not seeing any immediately here. That might be one up there we can go get. That might be worm free. It's not going to be Sardaukar free though, unfortunately. Oh nope, there's going to be one right here I can get. I bet I can get this one worm free. How was I able to carry all of that? Did they patch the ability to carry more sand and stuff? Oh, I guess I just hadn't looted as much as I thought I had. Never mind. I was looting the outskirts of this, so it wasn't looting that much. Starting to worry about what? Oh, I've got a schedule posted up on my YouTube channel that talks about my schedule for Dune. I'm only logging in about once every couple of weeks, maybe twice every couple, like once a week maybe. I'm only doing maintenance mode right now. I won't be playing the game regularly until they drop story content. I'm literally logging in only to do base maintenance right now, which is once a week I log in, look for fuel cells, lube, make some lube, make some stuff, occasionally throw some stuff together for the guild so that they have some excess. Like today I'm stocking batteries and resupplying stuff at my base so I can continue to keep the base power up, because all the T6 facilities are at my base for production. Oh well, you gotta pay attention to the YouTube, man. That's like where 99% of what I do takes place. Along with all the schedules, updates on what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, what games are being played. I have no desire to do the deep desert, so the only thing I do is to facilitate
Sector
the
weather
guild
alert.
members
A
doing the
large
deep desert.
sandstorm is approaching.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to find a place to park my bitch here. There's nowhere for me to. Can I park this under there? I think we're good. Well, while waiting on the sandstorm to pass, perfect moment to do my stretches.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, it's a great game, Hobo Star. I got like 400 hours out of it in that first 6 weeks. That's pretty good for an out of the gate live service game, to be honest with you. Did it just blow my flower sand away? It blew my flower sand away. Now I gotta go find more flower sand. Stupid storm. Yeah, I was hoping they were going to have new content before then, but I'm willing to bet the new content's not going to drop until, yeah, holiday season. Which is honestly fine. I've got so many games to play. It's not going to hurt my feelings any. This one's going to get worm sign, I think. Yeah, this one will attract the worm. Yep. But the big patch that they're working on right now on the test server is pretty cool. Like the ability for the Solido projectors to replicators, excuse me, to replicate interior and exterior aspects of a home is pretty freaking awesome. All right, how much do I have? Honestly, 5,000 is plenty. Unless I see an easy patch that's worm-free, I'm going to take this back to the base. Just take a quick scan around. Oh, there might be some right over there. Oh, I don't think it needs it bad. I just think that, like every live service game, there's going to be little things that they find out after they launched it, and those quality of life changes get added over time. I mean, Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars: The Republic, they've had some massive quality of life changes over the years. Oh, this one's nice right here. Look at that. More hotbars would be great. The big thing I love coming out of the new patch, though, is the deposit all at blood refiners and cisterns. That's a big one we've been asking for a while. Also, I can't wait. I don't think it's on the list right now, but like the ability to like rename our containers and our vehicles would be great. So when we have multiple vehicles parked at the base, we're not confused about whose storage is who. All right, we'll get a little more flour sand here. All right. Back to the main base, start the silicone grind, and then I'm gonna head down to Gray's paste base and harvest some crystals. I think I'm gonna go grab another cup of quiet. I do not have the boots, nope, but I have the top of the line compactor. Well, I have the best T5 compactor that's out there. I don't have the T6 compactor. But I do have the compact compactor Mark V, which is like the best that you can get. And I don't worry about worm shit in the deep desert, so I'm fine here. And also the patches I'm landing on do not attract the worm, because I specifically look for ones that are close to the edge so that I don't have to deal with the worm threat. I don't give a shit about the PvP situation, RJ, because I don't play PvP. I don't play PvP, therefore I don't give a shit. I gotta remember I gotta go up here up the top of this one. Actually, you know what? I forgot. We're not parking the carrier right now, so I can actually put this bad boy up top. I always forget that I have this up here. Nope. I don't do PvP. How many times do I have to repeat myself? I literally don't do PvP ever. I will never go to the testing stations that are in PvP. I will never do spice that's in the PvP. We have guild members who do that stuff. I do not. I have nothing that I need or want from the deep desert. I have everything. I have every piece of gear I need. I am kitted out in purple gear. I don't think there's a piece I'm missing, to be honest with you. I have a full Mendex set. I have a full fuck, I don't remember. I have a full heavy set. I have a full scout set. I have all the weapons. I have literally every single T5 maxed out weapon. Like, I don't need anything from the deep desert, so I don't need to do that content. Alright. We got a whole bunch of high grade lubes stashed away. And now we're gonna stash all that flour sand. And now we're gonna start the refinement. Yeah, I've got a full Mendex set. I think the other one is called the Syndicate set, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Syndicate. So I have a full set of Syndicate. I have a full set of Mendex. Like, I have every piece of purple gear I could ever need or want. Like, I put 400 hours into the game during the first 6 weeks. Like, I don't need anything. Like, we have a full... Just, here's all my production. And then up top, for people who are wondering, like, we have a full T6 production suite up here. So the guild... I have... Everything is set up for the guild here, so... Like, this box right here is full of spice and plastinium and spice residue. Like, we're good, man. Like, I don't have to do deep desert. It's awesome. We have members who go do it. Everything gets produced here. They refine everything in the deep desert. They bring it back. I built the carrier thopter. I built the sand crawler. We have all of our T6 production facilities set up right here at this base. All of our plastinium storage chests. We have water facilities. We have everything we need, but I don't have to do any of the deep desert. At least not the PvP stuff. I can do all the PvE stuff I want. I never have to do PvP. Kabam! RJ, you should watch my videos on Dune Awakening, because I've published so many videos on my schedule and what I'm doing with Dune Awakening right now. I don't play this game every day. Right now I'm only doing base maintenance. Once every 2 weeks, I log in about once a week, get all the things I need to keep the bases running. I have 2 bases. I have 800,000 credits stashed away to pay my taxes for the next couple of years, and I am just waiting for story drops. So, but I am not actively playing this game on a day-to-day basis. It's been about a week since I've played last. Okay, we've got a bunch of silicone making right now, and then when I come back, I'm going to make a bunch of low-grade lubricant. But I think at the moment we need to go down to Gray's paste base, and I think the guild said they needed some crystals for cobalt paste. Paste base is over here somewhere. Yeah, there's no subscription to this game. There's no reason for me to be logging in every single day. Like, I've done all the things I wanted to see. I've seen all the quests, done all the quest content. The only thing I have to log in for right now is to do base maintenance, because I got to keep the power on and I got to keep the taxes paid. One of these is Gray's paste base. I need to keep checking this out. I think it's that one right there. Paste base, that is the one. I played the challenge run character last week for about an hour and a half. So yeah, about once a week I'm logging in to do the alt character, but I have way too many other games to play to worry about this all the time. So about once a week is when I play Dune Awakening right now, usually on Saturdays or Sundays. I think that's the paste base right there. That's the paste base. You know what? I'm just gonna land on top. I don't really play a lot of MMOs, so no, I'm not really good on the recommendations list. Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars: The Republic have always had plenty of content for me. We do have some paste here. I can probably grab this and take this back to the deep desert. Gray, you need some lighting in here, sir. I mostly play single-player RPGs, so I'm not going to be a good recommendation of MMOs. The only MMOs that I regularly play are Lord of the Rings Online and Star Wars: The Republic. That's it. And this game is now in the rotation because I love Dune, but I don't really play MMOs, so I should have brought the storage chopper here. Elder Scrolls Online would be a good one. That's true, Mika. Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online is a great game, actively being developed. They have content drops like every 3 months. It's extremely active. I don't know that I could drive the buggy. Can I drive the buggy? I can drive the buggy. Come on, man. Okay. I do not know where we need to go to find paste. Probably right down here to the extraction facility number 4. There we go. Here's some paste right here. Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online Elder Scrolls Online would be a great option because there is a boatload of content in that game. I have no idea how many people are currently in the guild. Yep, I will be playing the Gears of War remake at the end of the month. It's going to be a Game Pass release. I played that game years ago, so I don't. And it's the only one of the franchise I ever played. So honestly, I don't remember it that well. I remember playing it around the time I played Halo 3 and like the very first Assassin's Creed game back on like the Xbox 360. So it's. I don't know much about Halo. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know much about Gears of War. I just know that the reloaded version is coming. I remember having fun when I played it years ago, and I'm gonna have fun when it comes out on Game Pass later this month. And then the new one that's coming out, I definitely want to play. remaster somehow. Yeah, that's the name of the new one, right? E-Day or something like that. It looks badass. Like, I can't wait. Like, I just like science fiction action games, so I'm really looking forward to that. And like I said, I haven't played any of the games other than the first one, so... And it was so long ago, I don't know anything, so it'll be nice to go back and do the remaster, and then... play E-Day when it comes out. Low fuel. Let's get it back to his base before we run out of fuel. Really? I'm not close enough. Alright, park this back at the pace base. Oh, I don't think is that the paste base? Yes. I need to go put this into the Discord, that there's a bunch of pastes refining here. Alright, let's pull this out of storage into these chests. Does he have any of these chests that are specifically designed for... Oh, hang on. He does have circuits set up. I need to pay attention because I didn't know he had circuits set up. This is pulling from 2 and putting it in 3, so I better go check that that's a circuit 2. That is not a circuit 2. Hold up. Wait a minute. I gotta find a circuit 2 box. Nope. Also not a circuit 2 box. You are a circuit 2 box. Cobalt paste and go. Put this in Discord. How much more is in storage here, by the way? Okay, so that's done. was Toombs' base. Ah! Oh, it tried to land. Boo! I was gonna try to like skim it on the side while I was flipped up, but it didn't want to let me. It's like, you're too close, we're gonna land on it. Alright. Alright. Okay, I think the other thing I'm gonna work on today is, I think I'm gonna replace all of the old wind turbines with these bad boys. I probably have the materials to do that. I don't know if I have the materials to do that, so we're gonna... Alright. Get in the shade so I can see what I have material-wise. Those pull 350, so they replace 2 of these. I would need to do the math on this to get this right, otherwise I'll end up having too many. So 2 of those is 750. And now we get 300, 600, 300, 600, so 5 turbines equals 2 equals 2. So theoretically, because how many of these do I have? I have a lot. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 14 in total. So I need to make... Well, and I have a surplus too. Because I'm running at a surplus at the moment. It's not a huge surplus. I wonder if I can get away with building 2 and... Okay, yeah, my surplus is not that great. I've got like 120 surplus. Alright, so... Really, I'm going to need 6... Or at the very least, I'm going to need 4. Let's go see what I got. Because those are going to be in the guild storage chests. this is per. Oh, I'm not going to have enough paste. Never mind. I am not going to have enough paste for sure. Because it's 160 paste per. Servox, 3 melange. I wonder if I even have enough Servox. Let's see what we got here. I do not remember what the calibrated Servox look like. It's these things, right? No, that's complex machinery. Is it calibrated Servox? Correct, Kim T. The roof lights, both of these roof light sets. Well, this one in particular, these ones right here that you're looking at right there, those are from the Observer set, part 2, which is still going on? Or did it stop? It stopped sometime in August. I'm gonna go look at Twitch really quick because I actually don't remember. Yeah, so those ones right there were part of part 1. Those ones were part of the part 1 observer drops, which happened during the launch month of Dune Awakening. The current drops are the passageway, stairs, and window, which are the second set of drops, and those are running until August 7th. And then they'll do a third drop campaign after that. Which I don't know what those are going to be yet. They may cycle back around at some point and re-offer the ones that they did during launch month, but I would anticipate that's not going to happen for quite some time because they've got to get the full set out through drops first before they cycle back around and do things that they've already done. Thanks, Olson. Appreciate it. Okay, let me check something here real quick before we get back to this. I've already set my Google Calendar alert, so we're good there. Give me 2 seconds, Kim T, and I'll show you what's available right now. But I don't know where I gotta find the image really quick. And I'm probably not gonna be able to find it because it's so far down in my list. If I can't find it here, I'll go pull it up on Twitter and just show it to you on Twitter really quick. Here we are. Hang on. Messing up my overlay here. I gotta make this bigger. Gosh darn it, it's not wanting to let me make it bigger. Anyway, I can't figure out how to make, it's not wanting to let me drag. Let me lock these other windows really quick. Sometimes Streamlabs is cranky. We're gonna lock that. We're gonna lock this. Lock that, lock that, lock that, lock that. You, image, you're the only one not locked. Man, my mouse does not want to drag that edge. Anyway, those are the three that are dropping until August 7th. I'm getting frustrated why I can't make that bigger. It's like I can click the mouse on it, but it won't let me actually click the edge. That's really frustrating. It's probably because I moved it to a new screen, and so that it's being picky about it. But anyway, those are the drops that are going on right now. And the first one was like the foundation block, a rooftop with the lights, which are those lights right there, and something else I can't remember. No worries. It's all good. I'm very frustrated why I can't get that stupid window to resize right now. Is the sidewall with the wall light? No, it's like a semi-transparent. I don't have any on this base. I do on my other base. Calibrated servo. What the heck does the calibrated servoc looks like? I gotta find it. That's the advanced servoc. Let's check the other base. No, it doesn't have anything in it. It's not gonna have anything in it. What the heck? I'm guessing we don't have any calibrated servocs. Caliber compressor. I'm gonna go Google this now because I don't remember what the freaking icon looked like. Aha! Yeah, we don't have any. At all. Anywhere. So I would not be able to build those even if I wanted to, because there are no calibrated servocs. So I would need to go farm those. I've got everything else I need, other than paste, but paste is something that we can easily get paste. The servocs, if I remember correctly, they're at these camps, but the question is, which camps? I think it's these ones over here. Yep, these ones are the ones that drop the servocs. I remember what they are now. Now that I saw the icon, I remembered. I would have to go farm those camps. And I need a lot. Well... But to go back to your question, Kim, yes, if you want those 3 pieces, you have to go watch somebody on Twitch. Like you get 1 piece at 30 minutes, 1 piece at 1 hour, and 1 piece at 2 hours. You have to have your account. You have to have your Twitch account linked to your Dune account. But that set, the second 3 pieces of that set are going to be available until the morning of August 7th. So you've still got like a week left. Not a week, but like 4 or 5 days. So I'm good for 15 days. I have a calendar update for the 10th to make sure I re-lube everything, but we're pretty good right now. If I remember correctly, the guild has already stocked these with like 3 months or something. I forget how many days. I think the last time I checked one of these things, it had like, yeah, 30 days. There's like a full month of industrial grade lubricant in these bad boys. Which is why I really want to create some more of these, because these, instead of having it be limited to a 20-day window, it's a 30-day window, so you can have your base up for 30 days with those bad boys. So if I can long term, if I can replace all of these turbines with those turbines, I can get off of the 3-week cycle and I can get on the 30-day cycle. To be honest with you though, knowing that there's a third set of drops happening in about a week, I'll probably save that grind until new drops are coming, because we'll be able to, people will want to tune in and earn the new drops, and so I can stream all of that. Matter of fact, I need to check my calendar, because I know we start Mafia the Old Country on the 8th, and the last time they did the drops, there was like a few days between the drop campaigns. So if this drop campaign stops on the 7th, we can assume that it might start on like the 12th or something. That'll be fine, because I should be wrapped up with Mafia the Old Country by that point, and into wrapping up Destiny 2, Death Stranding 2, maybe taking a look at Titan's Quest 2, and then we can cycle back around and spend 3 or 4 days probably doing Dune Awakening streams during the new drops campaign to replace all of these turbines. That'll work nicely. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, so those are up for like 30 days, I think, and these... Yeah, I've got like 15 days on everything, I think. We're good. So I'm refining all this down, all this cobalt paste. Yeah. When's my next Google Calendar update? The 10th. Can I add another calendar to this? No. Okay. That's going, that's going. We've got the dwarves going. I shouldn't need any armor. Oh, you know, one thing I should check before I get too far along. Yeah, so that's the thing, Olson. Like, the the normal fuel cell ones are all like 3 week cycles, 20 days, right? 20 days, 21 hours, something like that. But those ones are on a 30-day cycle. So you can preload everything. It does require, you know, you have to have active spice production to do it, and or a stockpile. The only reason I'm considering switching the whole base over is um, because I have a stockpile of like I've got what 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I've got 10,000 plus spice residue saved up. So I mean that's gonna make me a year. That's a year's worth of lube to power these. The only thing I have to do is go get fuel cells and what is it? I think is it fuel cells and silicone? Let me go look at what. And I have a stockpile. Like plus I have stockpiles, and the guild members are also keeping those running. But I have stockpiles of industrial grade lube. Plus the guild members are putting industrial grade lube in there from time to time, which is why those things are 30 days prepped out. And then the only thing I have to do to make industrial grade lube is come out here and get silicone. Like it's literally silicone and fuel cells. That's it. And my water, but water is easy to get because I have all the filters and everything. So it's not hard. Honestly, I could probably keep my base going for a year. I've got 785,000 credits, so my taxes are paid for the next couple of years. Like I don't really have to worry about too much other than the active management of popping in. Right, I have one small base and then I have this base, so I have two bases. So basically I have, you know, I got to log in every 2 weeks to pay my taxes, and I got to log in every 3 weeks right now to which is what I'm doing today, like the base maintenance. But if I can get that on a 30-day cycle, that'll be nice. Because then I can just hop on, you know, once a month. But still, the thing is, too, is like, Funcom has done a good job about, you know, like with the drop campaigns and everything else, you know. When those happen, I'll want to log on and actively play for a few days. Hang on, I just heard a noise. I need to go check what that was. That was Chris doing stuff. So it's really easy when I'm off playing other games and stuff to just log in and, you know, do 2 to 3 days. It's not even days, it's like 2 to 3 sessions a month, if that. You know, I could probably do it all in one session now that I'm getting a big stockpile. The big thing is like you're always going to need cobalt paste, and you're always going to need silicone dust. And you're always going to need fuel cells. So you're always going to need to farm low level shit. At least according to the current way they're doing things. Now they may patch that out, they may make it more lenient long term, but as of right now, it's pretty easy to just log on for 2 to 3 hours once a month and get all your maintenance stuff done. Now, long term, that may not be enough for a lot of people. Like we've seen a ton of abandoned bases because a lot of people are like, ah, I got my fun out of the game and I've moved on. I, on the other hand, have put, you know, I mean, I've got 50 hours just on this base build. I would hate to lose that base. Not only that, but the guild has the entire T6 production. So as long as there's an active guild playing, I'll keep this base maintained. And I want to keep playing because I want to keep doing the story because, you know, so at the very least, I want to keep the base going because I'm waiting for story drops. But I play all these other games in between, so it's not a big deal for me to just hop in. I think the difference between this and like the way I've always played Lord of the Rings Online and Star Wars: The Republic is like with Lord of the Rings Online, all you got to do is log in every 3 months to keep your kinship active and your base stays. But if you're out for 6 months, we've lost a guild. My brother and I have lost a guild base because we didn't realize they did that. We weren't paying attention. He and I hadn't logged in like 8 or 9 months, and we went to go log back in and play, and our guild house was gone, and all of our stuff was in storage, and it was like no. Um, so Lord of the Rings Online, at least you just have to log in, you know, once every 3 to 4 months, and you can keep your base going. Star Wars: The Republic, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter in Star Wars: The Republic. You can have your guild ship, your personal base, whatever. It's there forever. EverQuest 2, you have upkeep that you have to pay. It's instanced housing, and if you ever get to the point where you can't pay your upkeep, your house just gets blocked off. Um, I don't know in EverQuest 2 if they ever put your stuff in escrow. They might put your stuff in escrow. Um, but I do know here it's an active management system. So not only do you have to pay upkeep, um, you know, you have to actually be logged in at least once a month to come do things like pay your taxes and make sure that your fuel cells are stocked or that your lube is stocked and you can keep your base going. So as long as there's content coming out for the game for the foreseeable future, um, I'll definitely keep the base maintained. It's a couple hours a week, and it's as long as Funcom is running drops campaigns as a streamer and content creator, it's worth it for me to log in once every couple of weeks because I have a rarely, not rarely is not the word I'm looking for. I have a fairly is the word I was thinking of. Dyslexia for the win. I have a fairly dedicated Dune Awakening audience, so every time I go live with Dune Awakening, I get 80 to 100 people that tune in. So it's worth it for me to go live for 2 to 3 hours here and there. It's not going to be that way for every casual gamer, though. A lot of people are going to be like, I don't want to log in every 3 hours every month. I am a T6 Alpha now, Hector. Speaking of which, T6 Alpha shirts will be coming soon. This is the shop, the merch shop. I do have the logos are going up. We've got a couple of logos up on shirts and stuff. I haven't made this like you can't buy anything yet because the shop's not actually open. But I worked on this for about 2 hours yesterday, and we're gonna start to have some. So we'll get some. Some of these are gonna have logos and they'll have text on it like T6 Alpha. That's a you problem. Old man gamer. My wife is a paid actress. We got a whole bunch of phrases that we're sticking on shirts soon, so stay tuned for that. Merch shop should be live in probably the next um Maybe by the end of the week. It just depends. It won't have all of the stuff available by the end of the week, but I'm going to try to get some color variants and stuff. I probably won't have the text ones available yet, but I'll at least have all the headshot logos. Those ones will be available by the end of the week. And then I may just launch the store and then just continue to add to it. And maybe what I'll probably end up doing is just launch. Ooh, that's a good one, Deeks. Hang on. Hang on. That is a good one. Hang on, I gotta add that to the list. Considering I've gotten that a whole bunch. My wife's boyfriend bought me this. That's good. So what I'll probably do is I'll have that launched by the end of the week with just the regular plain logos, and then like every week I'll launch like a logo with a slogan, and we'll do like campaigns. So one week it'll be my wife's a paid actress. The next week I'll do a new campaign. So I'll probably do it that way because I've got old man gamer, and then I've got grown ass man playing video games. My wife is a paid actress. I'm super concerned. Living rent free. Free engagement. My wife's boyfriend bought me this. Renfail's chatbot army. T6 alpha male. That's 9. That's a you problem. That's 10. Troll tears fuel my retirement. That's 11. Cry louder. I can't hear you over the sound of how much fun I'm having. Those are the 12 slogans that I have right now that we're going to be putting on merch. So I don't have to launch those all at once because that's a boatload of work on my end. So I will slowly be doling those out over the rest of this year on the merch store. Um, People asked, I'm gonna do it, and we're gonna use the trolls. Every time we get a troll in chat, I'm gonna use the troll and the name of the troll as a discount code on merch for like a 72-hour window or something. And then I got to figure out how to make it work, but there's a way for me to like tie in like memberships from like Twitch and YouTube somehow. I got to figure out how that works so that members have an automatic discount based on the tier of membership. So like if someone's been a member for 6 months, they would get one discount code. If someone's been a member for 12 months, they get a different discount code. There's a way to do all that stuff. I don't know how to do that yet because um, I just got the shop up and going like over the last couple of days because I finally got all the artwork back. Thanks, Prav the Kumar, for the sub over on Twitch. Appreciate it. I actually had a logo. One of the logos I had designed, I decided at the last minute I'm not going to use. And the reason is because I had one of the headshots designed with like controllers at the bottom. But I realized that when I had the art commissioned, I literally was like, put an Xbox and a PlayStation controller on there. And then I was like, I'm looking at the logo last night going, I bet I can't use that because it literally shows the image of the PlayStation, even though they're hand drawn and it's a representation of, it does look exactly like the Xbox and PlayStation controllers. And I was like, I bet I would get dinged for trademark on those ones because it's the literal, and so I'm making money off of their logos. So I decided not to use those ones. But I do have another really cool image, but I'm not going to use it for those ones at the moment. Unless I can find a way. I'll probably mod the images on my end, see what I can come up with. All right, let me go see if Chris is done in the kitchen so I can grab another cup of coffee, and then we'll see what else I can get done here today. Sorry guys, I'm coordinating with Chris. She got requested by her niece to go out this upcoming weekend to cook for the family, and so she's gonna go out there on Saturday and sleep there for the night, which means I'm gonna be on homestead duty solo all day Saturday and Sunday. And I was planning on going to the dentist on Saturday to get this other cavity filled, but I can't do that on Saturday because I'm gonna need to be on homestead duty, and that knocked me out yesterday. I came home and I was completely face numb for like 4 hours. I literally just laid down in bed and blah. So I'm not gonna be in any. So I won't be able to go get the cavity done on Saturday because I'll need to be on homestead duty. So I'm trying to figure out with Chris if I can go get this cavity filled on like Wednesday or Thursday. But the guy, unfortunately, he doesn't. He's not available until after like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I hate getting stuff done in the afternoon. I like doing my stuff in the morning. So anyway, sorry, I had to talk with Chris, and we were figuring out lunch today because we didn't go shopping yesterday, so we don't have any meat to cook today. J Deal says, looking forward to my coffee cup soon. There will be coffee mugs and coffee cups. I'm going to work on that this afternoon a little bit more, see if I can't get it up maybe by tomorrow. We'll see. Alright. Why no play Tales of the Shire? Why you abandoned Tales of the Shire? Why did you abandon the Hobbit game? Alright, how are we doing on the silicone production? Let's make some low-grade lube. It's kind of the kind your mom uses. Alright, and how are we doing on water after all that? I've still got 194 liters of water. I'm not going to worry about water production at the moment. I will make some small filters. Which I can't, it's because I need silicone blocks. I just need to wait a little bit for some more silicone blocks. Make 4 of these. How's the Dune grind going? There is no grind. The grind is all in your head. We could do a Banhammer Strikes t-shirt. I'm just gonna make 4 filters so I can load my normal things up with water here. That's right, I am the Dune God now. Did you guys hear the announcement that Paizo just announced a Starfinder single-player RPG is in development? Unfortunately, the company making it has never made a game before, so I don't know. I'm not going to get excited about it yet. I am excited that a single-player Starfinder RPG is being made because no one has made a single-player Starfinder. I don't think anyone's ever done a Starfinder RPG. They've done Pathfinder RPGs, but they've never done a Starfinder RPG. So I'm excited that they are making a Starfinder RPG, but it's too early for me to know whether or not I'm going to be excited about this Starfinder RPG because I don't know if the company is going to build a good game or not, or if it's going to be something super indie. Few years out in any case. All right, I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4 leads to refill those. Considering how careful Paizo is with their IP, Lou, I would think that they've done their research. I don't know who the company founders are. Like, maybe the company founders have worked on other games and they have a pedigree. I don't know anything about it yet. I'll be doing some research over the next little bit to find out more about them. They released a teaser trailer, but it's just an animated, like a 2D animated, not even animated, it's 2D images put together. Here, while we're doing this, let's just go watch that trailer really quick. Let me get this up here. So this is the name of the new Starfinder RPG that was just announced. It's called Starfinder Afterlight. This is the announcement trailer.
Now.
Now?
What part of now didn't you get, Musclehead?
Okay. In a galaxy threatened by war, a grim destiny has been revealed. A dark power determined to undo space itself. Only a crew of larger-than-life heroes can save the day.
Wait, are those supposed to be us?
Yes, isn't it cool?
Oh boy.
So I don't know anything about it other than that. This is what makes me nervous. Coming soon on Kickstarter. That makes me nervous right there. It's another reason why I'm not super. I'm like cautiously, nervously, sort of like Paizo does their research, right? And Paizo has in the past successfully partnered with companies who have made Kickstarter work for their projects. As an example, Owlcat Games was started through Kickstarter doing those two Pathfinder games, and Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous are amazing CRPGs, right? But I don't know enough about the company that's doing this right now. It's called Epic Tellers Entertainment. I don't know anything about them. I followed their Twitter X account today, and when I found out about this, so it's on my radar. But you know, it remains to be seen. So it's not something that's gonna, again, it remains to be seen. I don't want to poop all over it, But I'm also not like, oh my god, a Starfinder game. Let's throw everything to the wind because there's going to be a Starfinder. So, it's an announcement trailer, but that doesn't mean that we're actually going to get a Starfinder RPG because it won't do anything if the Kickstarter campaign fails. So, you know, it's kind of like, eh. All right, let's go load up our water filters up top. Did I see Brennan from Dimension 20s running the next Squirrel? Nope, I did not. Like the next campaign? I didn't really watch much of Season 3, to be honest with you. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I would love to do another actual play series on YouTube and Twitch. I would love to do it, but I'm not willing to DM it. Like every single time I've done actual play stuff, I've been the DM, and I don't want to DM. I don't want to DM anymore. I've been the DM for like 20 years. I just want to fucking play. I want someone else to be the DM. I want someone else to manage it, to put it all together, to find the other people, and it's never going to happen because no one else is ever going to take it as seriously as I take it because they don't do it for a living. Like the reason Critical Role was successful and has done what it's done is because all of those people were actively engaged in doing that as a business together. So, yeah, they were all playing in their spare time when it first got picked up, but when Geek and Sundry picked them up, they were all involved in that together as a business venture. And so everyone had an incentive to be there at the table, to show the fuck up, to prepare, to be there, to take it seriously. And you're never going to find that with random schmucks on the internet who are just playing for fun. Like the only way an actual play series works if you're going to live stream it is if everybody is going to do it and they're doing it because they're making money and they have a business reason to do it. And I have yet to find a group of people who would want to get together and do that because I would love to do an actual play series. We did Bubbleonia was a part of that campaign. I ran that Starfinder campaign like 2 years ago. It was me, Bubbleonia, Gila, and Mujin. Um, and I DM'd the whatever was that very first adventure pack that's in the Starfinder campaign. Absalom Station, I think is what it's called. Incident at Absalom Station. It was a lot of fun, but I don't want to DM anymore. Like I can't be the person always like I have too many irons in the fire. Like I can't be the person like DMing it. But I would love to find, I can't ask Bubbleoni to do it either because the trick is finding 4 to 6 people who are streamers and content creators who are going to take it seriously enough that they're going to show up every week on time, every time, and actually take it seriously and treat it like a business. That's the part that's not going to happen. I don't know enough people that are content creators and streamers who would be into it. And I tried before with our previous venture. And you can go back and watch these episodes. They're not on this channel. They're on the Weave in the Void channel. But when Chris and I, with my brother, when we had that tabletop game that we were producing, along with the point-and-click adventure game and the novel, we ran an actual play session with 6 people. I think there were 6 or 7 people in total. Every single one of those people no longer does anything. They all flaked out. They all flaked out and left like I think we got about 4 months into the campaign, and they all flaked out and left. And they all flaked off and went and did their thing. None of them are still streaming and doing content creation. They all flaked out. I'm the only person that made it out of that and is still doing this. And it's just people are, yeah, man. I have lots of complaints about people who say they're going to do something and then they don't. It's that's people 99% of the time. So I just don't. That's why I gave up on it. I was like, I'm not going to waste any more time anymore. Because people say they want to do something, then they get 3 or 4 months into it, and then they're like, "Oh, it's not going as fast as I wanted it to. I'm not making as much money as I wanted to. Oh, I have an excuse why I can't play this week. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, I had a hard day at work. I don't have the energy. Oh, kids need something. Well, you know, take an ibuprofen, get a shot of whiskey, get your shit together, put on your game face, and show the fuck up." I have no sympathy for lazy people, none at all. I don't know if any of you guys have ever done like a high-end production, but like if you're on a movie set and there's all these people that are working together towards that, like you don't get to have a sick day on a movie set. It just doesn't happen. Like unless someone like has an emergency thing, like Harrison Ford falling off the Millennium Falcon ramp when he's 65 years old and breaking his ankle, and they have to like, okay, well, we can't shoot Harrison Ford's scenes for the next 3 weeks because he's going to be in a cast. We got to shift the whole schedule around and shoot a whole bunch of scenes without Harrison Ford. But they don't just stop the production; they move it around and they go over here and do all this other stuff because they've got millions of dollars on the line. Um, and it's like the only way to build a business and to build something up successfully is if you treat it like, you know, you have to treat it like a business. And unfortunately, people don't treat things like businesses, which is why 99% of people who try to start streaming and doing content creation fail after the first year and a half, because they're like, "Oh, I only have 2 viewers. Oh, I'm only making $30 a month. It's just not worth it." Well, if you can't make it past the hard part, you don't get to enjoy the fruits of the labor. The fruits of the labor are only enjoyed by the people who actually stick it through. Do I need to produce any other stuff while I'm here? That's right. That's what splints are for, Hector. Damn right. I probably better go do an aluminum run really quick before I think of anything else to do. How's the fuel? Yeah, I need some fuel. And I don't know that I have any fuel cells in storage. And I don't want to make any right now because it's gonna stop the production of silicone and it'll spill it all over the floor and I don't want to have to pick it up. So maybe I won't go do any aluminum. Nope. Really? Not a single fuel cell. Is there any way to just pause this? Can I move this stuff around? Let me grab the other mouse here really quick. I don't know that I've ever tried this. Can I like... No, you can't drag stuff around, can you? And if I cancel this, it's going to put it all on the floor, so... Yeah, screw it. Well, I'm not going to go out harvesting right now, because I'm too low. I am going to check to see if there's any fuel cells really close by, though, because I do need a whole bunch of fuel cells. But I should be able to go close and come back before I run out of fuel. Last time I came out here, there was like 6. Yeah, there's one right there. Perfect. Get in the bracket. Ah, you son of a bitch. I just need to pay attention to the fuel because I can't afford to run out and not have enough to get back. There's a fuel box right there. That's a cool looking base right there, using some of the observer stuff mixed with like Harkonnen. Hang on, I saw. There's 3 fuel boxes right here. And aluminum, which is all I really need really quick. You know what? I wonder what would happen if I put out an active call. But see, if I do that, I'm still the person taking initiative and the person managing it. And that's the problem. Like, I was just like sitting here thinking about like, what if I put out an active call looking for other streamers and content creators to get together for an actual play group? But then that still puts me as the person responsible for getting it all together and trying to recruit someone who's a good enough person to be a DM, and also to, and it just, Here's what it's going to end up happening is, I'm just going to, my brother and I have talked about this before in the past. It's like we talked about investing money together to build a studio at his ranch, and then just recruit people to come in and film for like 3 weeks, and you just film an entire series of episodes in 3 weeks, and then produce it on your own and air those episodes. That's it. Honestly, every time I come back and think about it, I'm like, that's probably just the way to go, because then I don't have to rely on people trying to get together for months on end. You fund it all yourself. You fly everybody in. You pay them for their time. You send them home. Realistically, you could probably do it for 25 grand, probably. Maybe 30. Something to think about. Alright, I'm gonna have to make a list for what I need to do the next time. Because I'm out of fuel cells for the vehicles. Oh, the patch also said they've got a new sand bike variant coming, which I can't wait to see. Alright. That box has space. Oops, oops, oops. Wrong stuff. Fuel cells go in another box. Alright, that was a nice run of fuel cells. We got like what, 1, 2, 3, 3,500 out of that one round. Very nice, because I used about 2,000 this morning, so we restocked. But I'll need to use a bunch of those for lube. Alright, be that as it may, let me tell this machine to make like 4 of these. I'm done for the day, everybody. We did about 4 hours of Tales of the Shire. I've done a couple hours of Dune Awakening. I finished up all my maintenance for the week. And tonight I've got Lord of the Rings Online with my brother and the fam in about 7 hours from now. So I'm going to go out and start cutting videos and getting a bunch of stuff produced on YouTube, do some more shorts and stuff, and have a bit of lunch because I'm kind of hungry. I will be back tomorrow morning with more Tales of the Shire and probably... I'm either going to work on some Destiny 2 tomorrow or Death Stranding 2 tomorrow after the Tales of the Shire stream. And I'm going to get Titan's Quest 2 picked up at some point this upcoming week. We've got Mafia the Old Country starting on Friday, so stay tuned for that. Anything else I can think of? Oh, if you haven't watched the most recent episodes of Foundation and Star Trek Strange New Worlds, I've got the reviews up for that. Chris and I have not found time yet to start the second half of Sandman, but as soon as she gives me the go-ahead, we're going to start watching those episodes and get those reviewed up on the channel. What do I have written down here? Seeing if there's anything else I missed today that I need to be aware of. New campaign for Dune Awakening drops should be available soon. This current campaign is running until the 7th. So whenever this campaign runs out and they start the new campaign, I'll definitely be back in here and I'll stream the... I've got a bunch of... I gotta change out my wind turbines. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll do some Destiny 2, Lou. Do it 2 or 3 hours of Destiny 2, 2 or 3 hours of Tales of the Shire tomorrow. That should be a good plan for tomorrow. But I do need to wrap up Death Stranding 2 as well at some point. Alright, catch y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the resubs. We had a bunch of resubs over on Twitch today, some new memberships as well. Thanks for those. Thanks for supporting YouTube. If you are a YouTube channel member, don't forget to check out the channel member videos. And of course, as always, don't forget to check out all the social media in between, and everything else happens on the YouTube channel in between the streams. Don't forget the Discord, the Patreon, the Homestead channel, and my brother's ranch page. And if you guys want some fresh, if you guys want to order like a whole cow straight from a grade A certified Angus beef person, you need to get in touch with my brother and my sister-in-law. Links are up in the Discord. See you guys next time.